And our Reed Cowan found a place where the eyes of the world will have the opportunity to learn a little bit about the sins of Sin City.
Yeah, it's been really, really fun here at the Mob Museum. We're so grateful to the people who have made this possible. This is a place where you can come in between Super Bowl fun and learn about organized crime in the United States and how it really took a foothold here in Las Vegas. And you know, when you're here among all the relics, you kind of start to feel the energy of the place, right? Picture this. You've been hanging out with the wrong guys, right? They rat you out. The cops catch you. And hey, don't rough me up. Don't rough me up. Hey, listen, we're going to do the mugshot. You just be good, be cool, okay? All right. These are the sins of Sin City. Watch. It's the mob, see, kid? The wise guys, the ones always lurking in the shadows. Bad guys with eyes that ended up frozen, see? Frozen in mugshots on a wall at the Mob Museum in Sin City. The place football fans will learn that before tackles and touchdowns, there were right hooks and lead bullets as the lights came on in the Nevada desert.
Did you want to get your mugshot taken?
Sure.
That there's Janet Coward.
This looks like a good number. 06200947.
Bravely getting ready to have her mugshot taken.
Mean mug it. Intimidating. Serious. 1, 2, 3.
She's doing it just like hundreds of visitors will in the run-up to the Super Bowl at the museum that tells the story of Las Vegas's mafia beginnings.
It was surreal. It was something I had never hoped to do in real life.
Years ago, this place held court where mob bosses were questioned and televised hearings watched by millions. So it was only fitting
Look at their gun.
that the relics of organized crime would be gathered in the very spot so the public can see the battle between good and evil as Las Vegas grew.
I think it's fantastic because I'm a crime buff. I could understand how some people wouldn't like this because it's sort of got a bloody history.
The museum not only has items like Bugsy Siegel's glasses and guns, but pieces of mob history from all over the country.
The wall.
Janet gasped when she saw the actual bullet-ridden wall from the 1929 St. Valentine's Day massacre that killed 7 as mob members were lined up and shot up.
I hate to say it's fascinating, but it's fascinating to me to see actual history in front of me. You're touching here, but you're touching someone's soul. Someone died. And to me, that's fascinating and morbid at the same time.
We are not here to glorify organized crime. It's very much a part of American history, and especially here in Las Vegas, it's a huge part of our history, but it's not about making these people out to be heroes.
Mob Education Director Claire White doesn't whitewash what happened here in Vegas, where for a time, the mob skimmed money and dumped bodies in the desert. This place, she says, is to show crime is a dead-end street. A message Janet and her friend Linda got loud and clear.
Pull the lever.
Sitting in an electric chair. Ouch.
When you see this, it just makes you think, is it worth it?
So, listen up, kid. Do the crime, you'll do the time. And in Las Vegas, the Monument to Mob Madness gives a snapshot of Sin City's sins. Wise guys ratted me out, the dirty rats. All right, I cop to everything, and I'm gonna rat somebody else out too can play at that game. So I can walk free. I've been doing a little research here, you see, at the Mob Museum, and I pulled up some photos that you might find interesting, Nicole Zalumis and Gianna Franco. It turns out Gianna the Boss Franco and Nicole Shades Zalumis, I've now ratted you out. I'm walking free, and guess what? I'm going to the Super Bowl, baby.
Oh, Reed, I don't know about that. Why I oughta.
Oh my gosh. You guys need to have your own act in Vegas.
Why I oughta.
I'm just like eating popcorn over here. I was the futuristic mobster in those
Yes.
glasses, though.
Yes.
You know.
Reed, you are the broadcast father, though, of live shots, if I must say so myself. Nicely done.
Very impressive, friend.
We miss you, my friend. We miss you.
All right, I think I'm being caught on security camera outside the Mob Museum in Las Vegas, where a lot of Super Bowl fans will be enjoying this wonderful historical walk through organized crime in Las Vegas. I want to get into the speakeasy. 49ers, let me in. Coming up, we're going to show you all things Mob Museum. And hey, That's where they make moonshine in Las Vegas. We'll be right back. Good morning, ladies. We're coming to you live from the Mob Museum in fabulous downtown Las Vegas, where we're learning all kinds of things, the very same things that Super Bowl visitors next week will get a chance to see and hear in Las Vegas. Organized crime, how it took a foothold in Las Vegas, and the curated collection. Look at that. That's Al Capone's actual revolver. We've got that coming up, plus a very, shall we say, electrifying experience, a motivation to mind your P's and Q's. I'll be back. Well, good morning, ladies. Super Bowl fans will be able to punch their ticket to the Mob Museum here in Las Vegas. The lesson here this morning, crime doesn't pay. Let's go. That's right. We are actually asking for order in the courtroom, okay? Everybody just be quiet out there and listen up. A lot of people wonder why the Mob Museum is specifically in this building in downtown Las Vegas. Well, there's some history here. I'm in this courtroom, and this is not a recreation. This is the actual furniture, the actual walls, the actual ceiling and floor, where in 1950, mob bosses started to get in really big trouble, and they started to have to answer to senators. The bosses sat at this table right here, and then over at this table right here. And guess what? It was one of the first times in U.S. history that millions of Americans tuned in to watch something all at once. It brought our nation together. You might think that it's all about celebrity for the bad guys, but really the people here who curated this museum and preserved this courtroom want you to know this. It's about showing that crime doesn't pay. Listen. So the collection here is amazing, and we expect Super Bowl fans and the people who curate this museum expect Super Bowl fans to line up in between all of the fun for the Super Bowl. Coming up, we're going to introduce you to more people who came here to Las Vegas. Just a little hint, they're Cowboys fans. They're a little disappointed, but they were able to come here to the Mob Museum, learn a lot about organized crime in the United States and the history here in Las Vegas and the fight between good and evil and the eventual loss of the bad guys in Las Vegas. Nicole, Gianna, back to you. Yeah, the beginnings of Las Vegas and the beginnings of organized crime in these United States. And you know what? This is an interactive exhibit. And I've done some research. San Francisco actually has some beginnings here in the mob culture in the United States. Look at that. During Prohibition, a bloody bootleg war racked San Francisco. These guys were everywhere, it seems, and they were cocky. Look at this picture of a dinner they had where Meyer Lansky famously said, "We are bigger than U.S. Steel." Well, we know, history tells us that they were eventually taken down. And part of the value here at the Mob Museum is to make sure that they are not glorified. Listen. All right, so the bottom line here is, from the message of the museum, crime doesn't pay. And one of the more macabre offerings here at the museum is this electric chair. So I'm going to strap myself in. This is what visitors do. Listen, if you do the crime, you got to do the time. And sometimes your time is up. Here you go. Yeah. PG&E bills would go up if we had this in San Francisco, right? Again, it's all in good fun and an opportunity to be educated here as you come into Las Vegas from San Francisco. You hit me again. I must be extra bad. As you come into Las Vegas from the Bay Area. We're going to send it back to you, ladies.
I mean, we are a little bit disappointed.
One more for my dad.
We thought you were going to be shaking in the chair. You look way too calm and collected in that museum.
Yes. Oh, that's better. That's better. That's more like it,
Hey, it's
Reed.
better than a V8, right?
Yes, I guess it'll get you going. All right, Reed, thank you so much. He's had some fun stories.
Yeah.
All right, Super Bowl fans, listen up. We're at the Mob Museum in downtown Las Vegas, just one of many venues you can enjoy when you are here for Super Bowl week. Look at this collection. That's a Tommy gun. That's Al Capone. And this is the actual wall with the actual bullet holes from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. More when we get our mugshot taken. Straight ahead, you see.